feel so alive as I reach out to the sky.
Good morning everyone and welcome back to another video. Today is the day. Today's the day I get my ass in gear and get started back on Slimming World. I have been off plan since September, the end of September, when I was not feeling well for 3 weeks and all that. I never got back on track after it. By the time I was ready to get back on track and feeling like it was coming up to Christmas, I thought there's no point, I'll just be off plan at Christmas and everything anyway. So for the last 3 months or something, I've ate what I wanted, when I wanted. I didn't think I had been too bad up until, you know, the Christmas weeks and everything. But the scales say different, which I will talk about in my weighing update and everything. I've not had the best start to this morning because I woke up to agonising period pains. Started my period today, which is probably not the best day to be starting back on Slimming World on. It took me ages to get away from being in agony this morning. It's just, I don't have pains every month, maybe every 3 to 4 months or something, but it's a really bad one today anyway. I've taken the painkillers, I'm feeling much better now, but if you'd seen me a couple of hours ago, whew, I was not feeling great. So anyway, my plan for today is to get started on some meal prep to set me up for the rest of the week and that while I'm at work, because I always find it harder to come in and cook properly and everything when I've been working and everything. I like to say I'm lazy and everything. It's not, it's just because I'm tired, because I've been at work. It's quite a busy and physical job and everything that I do. But I want to get started with some meal prep. I've been looking at the things that I plan to have over the next few days. I've not been to Tesco yet, so I've not been able to get some of the things that I wanted to make for meals and everything. So there's not actually a lot of meal prep that I have to do today. Most of it is just little things that are going to help me and make life easier for me when I come home from work and everything. Another thing that I wanted to mention is, if you've seen my Sainsbury haul, I got 2 loaves of wholemeal bread. They're not coming up on the app as healthy extra B, like for 1 slice or for 60 grams or whatever. It's just coming up as sins. I don't know why, because the thick stuff is a healthy extra B for 1 slice or something. The smaller loaf is a healthy extra B of the same stuff. It's just this medium Sainsbury stuff. I don't know. It's saying 4.5 cents or something a slice. It's so I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to touch that. I'll leave that for Ali. I'll get myself some Neville's wholemeal bread when I'm at Tesco, because I know that's definitely a healthy extra B. I should have scanned it while I was in Sainsbury's, but I didn't. I just assumed. So there's a quick tip for you if you're on Slimming World. Never assume something wholemeal is a healthy extra B, because it's not. That stuff isn't anyway. Yeah, so anyway, in this video you're going to see some meal prep and then hopefully what I'm going to eat over the next couple of days. I'm not feeling very hungry now, but when I'm ready to eat, I'll show you what I'm going to have to eat. But I'm going to go and get dressed, brush my hair, brush my teeth, and then get on with some meal prep. So I'm going to start today's meal prep by making a big pot of chilli, which is really the only thing I'm cooking today. But if you know me, you know I love my sin-free chilli. I eat a lot of it when I'm on Slimming World, and even when I'm not on Slimming World as well actually. You've probably seen me make this quite a few times before, but if you're new to the channel, I start off by dicing 1 onion and 1 red pepper, or you could use a green pepper. And then I add them to the slow cooker along with 500 grams of mince, 1 tin of kidney beans, which I don't drain, and 1 tin of black beans, which I do drain. I usually do use pinto beans for this, but I couldn't get them in Sainsbury's, but black beans will do. I also add 500 grams of passata, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1.5 teaspoon of chili powder, 3/4 of a teaspoon of oregano, 3/4 of a teaspoon of basil, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of salt. You're also meant to add half a teaspoon of parsley, but I didn't have any left in the cupboard and I couldn't get any from Sainsbury's, so it's not getting added on this occasion. Once everything's added, I just give it a good stir, pop the lid on and cook it on high for 3 to 4 hours. And this is just me portioning up the rest of the mince to go in the freezer because I'm not going to prep with that today. I'm missing a few ingredients for the other things that I want to make. So I'll just pop them in 500 grams at a time into a bag. These bags that I got from Sainsbury's are flipping massive. I did want big freezer bags, like food freezer bags, but I managed to pick up the extra large ones and they're ginormous, absolutely huge. The next thing on my to-do list for today is to make a big bowl of salad. I plan on having jacket potatoes for dinner tonight, so a nice side salad will go well with that, and then I plan on having a proper salad tomorrow night, and then the following night another side salad. So just making it all at once for both Ali and I will be so much easier than doing salads every night. The less prep that I have to do when I'm back from work, the better, because I can never be bothered. So in the salad I just chopped some iceberg lettuce, some cucumber, some tomato, some pepper, some spring onions, which Ali loves at the minute. I also wanted to add sweet corn on top of my salad, but Ali has went off sweet corn. He still likes corn on the cob and baby corn, but he's went off tinned sweet corn, so I don't add that. I'll just add that on top of mine when I'm dishing up the dinner. And I also sliced some beetroot, but I put that in a separate tub so the salad doesn't get all beetroot messy and stuff like that. I'm also putting some eggs on to boil so we can have them for our salad tomorrow, and then there's a few for snacky bits in that, and some pasta. I'm going to do some pasta salad for my lunch. And while they're boiling away, I make some tuna mayonnaise because Ali said he wants some on his jacket potatoes tonight, and I'm also going to make some for sandwiches for him for the next couple of days at school lunches. And then it's on to making my lunches for the next few days. I'm going to make some tuna crunch pasta salad for myself. So once the pasta's boiled, I do rinse it under the cold tap so that I don't heat up the tuna or any of the vegetables that I add. And to the pasta I add a tin of tuna which has been drained, and this tuna's in brine so it's sin free. I'll also add cucumber, tomatoes, red onions and some sweet corn, and then I add 8 tablespoons of the lighter than light mayonnaise, which is 4 sins. My son has been complaining that he's hungry, so I ask him if he wants a bowl of this and he accepts it, so he stole one of my portions of lunch for the next few days, and that leaves me with 3 portions, which is 1 sin each. I get 4 portions in total out of this. And then the last thing that I want to get done today is just grate a load of cheese. Again, like the salad, it saves doing it every time I go to do it, and the next few days we're probably going to use quite a bit of cheese. So here's our baked potatoes that we're having for tonight's dinner. I've got 1 baked potato with fat-free cottage cheese on it, and I've got 1 baked potato with beans and cheese on it. The cheese is my healthy extra A for the day. Both potatoes have a tablespoon of Flora-Lighter on it, which is 2 sins, so that's 4 sins for that. And then I've got a side salad, which you would have seen me put everything in: lettuce, tomato, cucumber, spring onion. I've also got pepper in there, beetroot, and they're all speed, and then I've topped it with some sweet corn, which is free. So in total it is 4 sins plus my healthy extra A for tonight's dinner. And Ali's having beans and cheese on his and tuna and cheese on the other one, and basically everything else is the same. So it's about an hour after my dinner now, and I fancy something sweet because time of the month. So I'm going to try one of these light and free, the Millionaire shortbread ones. They're 1.5 cents for a tub, I didn't realise they were actually, well, it's not very high in sins, it's 1.5 sins, I don't mind that. I prefer these to the Muller Lights. Also today I had a bit of an accident. I was putting the toasty machine away in the cupboard because Mark had been using it last night. I was teaching him how to make toasties because he didn't know that you had to put butter on and put them like up towards the maker rather than like in a sandwich style. So I was teaching Mark how to make toasties last night. I was putting the toasty maker away in the cupboard and I knocked a couple of things out the way, and one of them was a jar of marmalade and it fell right smack bang on my flipping toe. Oh my god, I was so painful. I don't think I've stubbed my toe before, but I don't think I've ever felt anything more painful in my toes in my life. It took ages for it to go away. I was nearly crying. I would have cried if there hadn't been anybody in the house, but my brother was in the house and Mark was in the house, and I was like, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. Oh my god, it was so painful. I could barely walk on it. I was in the middle of having to drain the pasta and the eggs and that because they were ready as well, so I was still having to hobble about on it, but it was so flipping painful. Let me show you. If you're squeamish and you don't like feet and toes and stuff like that, then look away now, but I'll show you it. And look at it, my poor wee toe. It's really, really swollen, and the bruising goes right into the inside as well. Sorry, it's going to have a look. And it's bruised on the back of it as well. It's really, really sore. I think it's definitely broken. And if it wasn't for the fact I was on the 30mg ecocodamol for my back and I'd already taken that, I think the pain would be so much worse than it is. It's okay right now. I can't feel it really when I've got my foot up and everything. I can feel it throbbing, but when I stand on it, I can barely stand. I'm just hobbling about the place. It's really flipping sore. I'm sure that it's broken. Ali said, oh, I should go to the hospital, but there's no point. It's just a broken toe. They won't be able to do anything for it. So I'm just going to keep my foot up now and rest for the rest of the evening. I'm going to put my sock back on because I took it off to have a look at it, have a nose at it before I went and got my yogurt, and keep it cozy and that. And yeah, I've taken cocodamol. Well, I already take that for my back pain and that, which is quite bad today because of the time of the month. I don't know why it is worse at time of the month, but when I have a bad time of the month, my back pain's always a lot worse. So I've been taking cocodamol, but I've also took some ibuprofen as well because that's what you're meant to take when there's swelling involved in that, isn't you? I don't think there's really anything else that I can do for it except take the painkillers, keep it cozy, and just get on with it. What am I like today? I'm an absolute disaster area. I don't even know how I've managed to get things done because I do feel absolutely crap. Back pain, lady pain, although they're fine. They've been fine for the rest of the day since the tablets kicked in and all that this morning. And now this, now a little, at least very badly bruised / broken toe. Anyway, that is me for today. I'm going to sign off for today, but I am going to continue this vlog on the next few days what I eat. So stay tuned for that in like 10 seconds. Good morning everyone. So it's now the following day and I am in my bed. I've put myself on bed rest because I can't flip and walk. Well, I can hobble painfully. I also can't get any shoes on because my toe is very swollen, and I thought maybe my Skechers shoes, my Skechers trainers would be fine to get on, but I don't really have any like open-toed ones. Well, I'll have sandals, but it's really not the weather for sandals. Summer sandals. Actually, I don't even think my sandals, because they go across my toes, I don't even think that would be comfortable. But anyway, I thought I'd be able to get my Skechers on, and I didn't because they're quite wide, the Skechers, and very comfortable as well. So I thought I'll get them on and they'll be fine, but nope, can't get any shoes on, so no work for me. Can barely walk in it as well. Like, it is very painful to walk on. It's no pain at all when I've got it up, elevated on my bed. Well, not even elevated, just up. When I'm off it, it's absolutely fine, but oh my god. This maybe sounds a bit dramatic for a toe, but let me show you it. So here's how it's looking today. It actually is a little bit darker bruising than you can see on the screen. And then if you look here, bruising all round here as well. I had Mark check it out last night and he said the back of the foot was quite bruised as well. It's alright if I've got it up and I'm not doing anything. But the minute I try to walk, it's agony. So I am 100% convinced that it's broken. Was a bit worried about how purple it is because it is so much more deeper purple than you can see on the screen. I did worry about that, so I looked it up on the NHS website and it said, like I thought, I don't need to go to the hospital, there's really not much I can do. You only really need to go to the hospital with broken toes if you're a child, or if it's actually pointing in a funny direction, or if the bones actually came through. Yeah, I don't need to. I need to get maybe a bandage and some cotton wool and tape it up, I was going to say, like bandage it up, bind it. And Mark said he'll get anything that I need later on today, so hopefully he can go and get me like a little bandage just to put around it, just to protect it and all that. I can't flipping believe I've like broke my toe with a jar of marmalade, and it wasn't even my jar of marmalade. I don't eat marmalade or jam or anything, or I mean, you see my shopping hauls, when did I ever buy it? It was flipping Mark's that he'd left in the cupboard months and months and months ago, and it just fell out, whacked my toe. Yep, so that'll be me for a couple of days. It does say on NHS online, whatever, I was going to say NHS 24, it's not NHS 24. It does say if it's the swelling's not down and things don't start to get better in a couple of days to go into the hospital, but I don't think I'll need to do that. I'll just keep resting it over the next couple of days, and thank God I have cocodamol and I'm not in a lot of pain. Anyway, Slimming World wise, I'm trying to stick to plan. I did have a really bad night. I kept getting up and down, and I was feeling quite hungry and all that, which cocodamol, I don't know anybody else that's on cocodamol. I do find that with cocodamol, I do feel like it makes me a little bit hungrier. And also I'm not allowed to take it on an empty stomach as well. So when I was feeling hungry, I think I had like a pear and a banana. I also had a bag of fridge raiders at one point. They're one sin, so I added that all to yesterday's food diary. And today all I've had so far is a banana and one of the Danone light and free yogurts, the blueberry burst ones, which is also one sin. That's all I've had so far today, and all I'm doing today is resting it and catching up on a lot of Tim Tracker vlogs because I've not watched them in a while. And I'll probably read some more in my book, and I'll catch up with you guys when I have my dinner. For lunch today, I'm going to have this tuna pasta salad that I made yesterday, which works out at once in a portion. So for dinner tonight, we're having a ham and egg salad. I've got some of the salad that I prepared yesterday on the bottom with beetroot, and that's all speed. I've got more sweet corn. Can you see any sweet corn? That is free. And then I've topped it with 30 grams of the cheddar, which is 6 cents, or I'm using it as my healthy extra A again today. And then I've got 3 eggs, which are free, and some ham, which is free. Oh, and I've also got 1.5 tablespoons of lighter than light mayonnaise, which is 1.5 cents, and it has got some pepper on top of it. So I think it's 1.5 cents plus my healthy extra A for dinner tonight. And Ali's having the exact same. He's just out with his friends at the minute, so everything's in the fridge ready for him just to plonk on his plate.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.